Welcome to our podcast.
Really just gonna... Doug's been doing this for the better part of an hour. Perhaps even 2.
Hi, I'm Doug. We're in my house. Oh boy.
It's so stupid. It's almost refined.
But it's made you laugh every time.
Every single time.
You should know. You.
Me?
You already know. Everyone else should know. My throat is on fire right
Oh,
now.
yeah. I believe Kings of Leon had a song about that.
Thankfully, I have this refreshing White Claw to soothe.
That's true. We didn't get the black cherry, even though black cherry is the goat.
Truly.
We have ruby grapefruit, which is not the goat.
But it's growing on me.
I should get that checked out.
Hey.
All right, so it goes black cherry,
Yeah.
mango,
Yeah.
pineapple, lime, and then grapefruit.
Isn't there another one
Okay,
in
well,
the midst? Isn't it like a berry thing?
it might be. I'm sure there's a mixed berry. I'm going to look it up. Let me look it up. IMDb White Claw flavors. We are looking at, if this
Look at us
is,
breaking into our list in the first 2 minutes of this.
if this isn't me,
Usually
honey,
make
I don't
one.
know what it is.
Oh, that is you.
It's a white crew neck, and it says Mrs. Claus, and it's got little Santa hats on all the different cans.
It's spelled CLAWS.
Hi,
I'm Mrs. Claus.
All right, we are looking for raspberry.
I never received a first name because the patriarchy controls
You ain't
everything.
wrong. Raspberry, black cherry, mango. Nope, those are 2 different things. Black cherry, mango, natty lime,
Raspberry was the other one.
ruby grapefruit. So I thought there was a pineapple. Turns out, not a pineapple.
You're thinking of Truly.
I was thinking of Truly. Truly.
I think Truly does have more flavors.
It probably does.
But
So white.
White Claw found black cherry and like we don't need anything else.
That's true. Well, that's
Everything
100%
else
true.
is like a gift. Black cherry is what we do.
Truly flavors.
This is what we do. Do. This is what we do.
All right, Truly flavors. Truly flavors. They have lemon, black cherry, strawberry, and mango. Wow, there's no pineapple.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Where are you getting pineapple?
I don't know. Maybe it was like the mango color.
It was probably the mango color. Mm-hmm. Because mango color looks like pineapple color.
It does look like pineapple color. I think a pineapple claw would be delicioso,
Oh, probably.
as the Germans say.
That'd be a good summer claw.
I miss summer.
Yeah.
Minute of silence for summer.
Hi, I'm Summer.
Oh God!
You haven't seen me in a while.
I rescind.
I moved to the southern hemisphere.
Nope. Just 20 miles left because of global warming.
Climate change is real and Epstein didn't kill himself.
Oh, buddy. What was the first claw you had?
Black cherry.
Yeah. I think the first claw I had
I
was
can remember
mango.
it.
Yeah.
It was August.
Oh, really?
Yes.
You're a newbie.
Late bloomer.
You're a little green.
I am. I'm wearing a green sweater and I have green eyes. Thank you for noticing.
I couldn't tell if it was green or not in this lighting because we are in abject darkness.
You never compliment my eyes anymore, Kevin.
Why don't you look at me?
I almost did it again, but I'm trying to create more of a break in between them.
Please.
You love it.
My first claw was just a little can, not a pounder.
Not a pounder.
Just a little can.
Could be writing to you.
I don't know. Let's take a look. Oh, it's a video.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. So we're just gonna keep going.
Interesting.
My first claw, I was on vacay.
Hi. I'm Kevin's phone. I've suddenly made him. I've suddenly made him very red in the face.
It's the claw.
He is abashed.
What you call me?
We're having fun tonight.
We are. Oh, it takes exactly 1 pound of claw to loosen both of us up.
On metric LB.
This is almost unusable.
The claw, I agree.
What was
What was that?
What are we talking about? Oh, my first claw.
Your first claw.
I was on vacay, and here's the thing: a lot of people don't know. In fact, nobody knows because I have 0 friends. But when I'm stateside, in the hustle, constantly, it's a lot of beer, it's a lot of brown liquor. When I'm on vacay,
Right.
stateside,
Also stateside.
it's a lot of clear liquor, and I just get white girl wasted every day, and it's a lot of fun.
Is it?
I gotta tell you, there's a lot of this whole thing that doesn't make any sense, but there's a whole thing about masculinity and making having a whiskey face and drinking this that. Women got it right.
Whiskey face.
Women have it right, man. That is a fun drunk.
Whiskey?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
Oh.
Anything that's clear. That's fun. That's a good time.
I had whiskey last night.
Oh. I guess my invite was just somewhere in USPS.
I still have more. We can break into that after these claws are down.
I think there's a sailor's rule for that.
Is there?
I don't think so, because they didn't have White Claw back then.
Claw before whiskey. You've never been frisky.
Probably. Most likely.
Whiskey before seltzer. You've never.
What would it be? It would be
Filter.
Claw before whiskey.
I think claw before whiskey, you are getting frisky.
Whiskey before claw. You're breaking some laws.
It's true. You took a more tame route than what I went to. I'll write it out so that way I don't say it. It's making me giggle.
Claw before whiskey. Things are getting risky. Whiskey before claw. It's your sister-in-law.
Oh, God.
Oh, God. That's actually not that gross. That's pretty standard.
It is pretty standard, but it made me laugh.
And you'll never know, babies. I'm sorry. You can't know.
They will know if they donate to us.
Yeah, that's true. Oh,
Like, comments, scurbs.
yeah, you should probably subscribe. You should also, and this is important, invite us with money to parties.
Right.
We're going to get back on that train because, let me tell you, we're good at them.
Listen. We don't want to date this, but it is the holiday season. Everyone's throwing parties these days, every weekend.
Yeah.
Every other day, practically.
Pretty much, yeah.
And we know you don't have any friends.
True.
So hire some.
Yeah.
Hire us. We're great.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, obviously,
We'll show up.
we're your friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's me, your cousin. What, come
Yeah.
on.
Hi, I'm Kevin, your cousin.
That's what I'm saying.
You didn't pay me to be at this party at all, but I sure am happy to be here.
He's going to keep doing that until you give us money, so,
Hi,
come on, let's get in on it.
we're poor.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm having too much fun with it.
You are really Woo, loosey goosey over there.
Man.
Douglas is opened up.
I feel like we should point out that we did not create that bit, but we will use it until it is dead. Until I'm dead.
Yeah, I think one of those will come first, and it's probably the latter.
It's gonna be. You'll be at my funeral. We'll be open casting because I'm not gonna die.
Oh, please.
Way.
I'm gonna be way dead before you are.
All right. Well, I'm saying you to them. They'll be at our funeral.
There's a lot of pronouns getting thrown around right now, and your wild hand gesticulation not helping the babies at home. I gotta tell you.
So they, the viewer of this audio podcast,
Ah, Jesus.
will be attending our funeral.
Collectively?
Yes.
Okay. It's a collective.
Or so they think.
Okay.
And then, like, people are distraught, as they would be, because we're a big part of their lives.
Right. Naturally.
And they go up to the little kneeler and are saying their little prayers or whatever, praying for our souls to make
It's
it
called
into
a
heaven.
pew, but okay.
Right. And then we just both, because we're in the same casket, obviously.
Naturally, yes.
We just both sit bolt upright, like, "Hi, welcome to our funeral. You thought we were dead, but no, it was just a ruse to throw a party.
Give us all your money.
This is also a stick-up. The doors have been locked.
Oh. What are we talking about?
Maybe this casket will be yours." I went to the dentist today.
Oh, you know I love a dentist story. How'd that go?
Well, you know I love going to the dentist.
I do.
It's one of my many quirks.
It is.
I don't know if we've ever talked about it on this pod.
We haven't.
My dentist and I,
Very good friends.
truly, one of my most trusted advisors in this world. Mm-hmm. Every time I'm there, we just have great conversation.
Which is a little weird.
It's pretty one-sided because his hands are usually
Right, that's what I'm getting at.
just in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there've been some unpleasant experiences there. It's usually procedural things. Like today, he was cleaning my teeth as he does with his little ice pick thing.
Right.
And man, he was just stabbing the gums.
Oh,
Like
the gums. Okay.
there was my front teeth on the upper front teeth.
The two front teeth.
Right. He poked it with such ferocity that I knew immediately it was gonna bleed.
And if it bleeds, we can kill it.
Right. That's exactly what he said to me. He had his like magnified glasses on. He looked into my eyes and said, "I can kill you now."
Oh. Twore that it was so easy.
He had his magnified glasses on, looked at me and said, "Hi. I can stab your gums till you bleed out."
Wouldn't that be quite a death?
Surely.
Lang shay, but only in your gums. Otherwise known as eating frosted flakes.
But it was like once he struck that, you would have thought he was, you know, a prospector that struck oil, because he just went to town right in that area.
I found a vein.
Yeah.
A very different sentence in this case.
It's like, good Lord, this is agony. And then, like, afterwards, like, he raises the chair back up. You know, after we've concluded. He raises the chair back up, and I look down. And, like, I know he had, like, used cotton swabs on me, but they were just covered in blood, like, all over his tray. And I was, like, got into my car and looked in the mirror, like, expecting to just look like I escaped, like, Jason Voorhees or something. So
That was
pretty
fun.
raw gums right now.
Oh,
Bleeding Gums Murphy.
the old raw gums.
Raw gums.
Yeah. Ride 'em, ride 'em, ride 'em. You love a dentist story.
You do.
I haven't had one in a while.
Except for your crumbly tooth.
Yeah. That sucked.
Did you tell that on the air? I think you did. I don't know if it ever went off.
I don't think so. There's the one that's like, it's weird. State. It's just like,
Delaware?
yeah, it's New Hampshire, really.
Ah, right.
I don't know. It's like not a whole lot to tell. It's just like it's in a civil war.
What is Delaware if not the New Hampshire of the Mid-Atlantic?
I mean, I've long said it. I've been saying it 10 damn years.
Truly.
And I've been saying it 10 damn years. Which reminds me, I was very in kind of a masturbatory act. I was listening to our own podcast.
Wow, that really diminishes my editing process.
Yeah. And I was listening and I was kind of like laughing at the movie references and stuff like that. But it does occur to me that like not everybody gets the references. Mm-hmm. But I'd like to think that at like some point they're watching a movie, because like none of these are like real deep cut movies. Like they're pretty mainstream. Right. But they're like small, insignificant parts of those mainstream
movies. Not the quotable lines by any means.
And I'd like to think that they're just like on their phone, like watching like Christmas Vacation or more saliently Independence Day. And they're like not really paying attention, but they look up for half a second, and then there's Randy Quaid going, "I've been saying it 10 damn years. I've been saying it, and I've been saying it." And I go, "Oh,
I've heard that many times."
But that's what gets me through the day.
Kind of like whenever you heard, was it Lightspeed or Off the Chronic 2001?
Yeah.
That I had quoted like 6 months beforehand, and no one got the reference, but it was just me being me.
Yeah.
And then like you listen to that song.
No, it was
it's like the skit, right?
It's the skit before Lightspeed.
Oh, yeah.
Because I was like, I have something to say, and you went, "What the fuck do you want?" I was like, all right, someone's salty. And then like 8 months later, I was re-listening to 2001, and I went, oh.
Probably, in the digital era, the one thing that like everyone's gonna skip over on the album. Thirsty ass bitches.
Give me a Cosmo. What the fuck do you want?
I need a drink, please.
Is a fuckable? Quit playing. Is a fuckable? Yo, what up? My name's Dre.
What an album. What a bum.
I've been saying it. It really drops off after like the first 8 tracks, though.
Right after Let's Get High.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it goes into like a series. There's a few jams later on. Bang Bang.
Yeah, Bang Bang's not bad.
What was the other one? Was it Murder Inc.? Is that it?
I don't know if I like.
Murder.
Yeah, I don't know if I liked Murder Inc.
Murder.
There's Bitch Ass Neighbors.
Bang Bang. With MC Ren?
Yeah. You know I'm a big MC Ren fan.
You are a big MC Ren fan. The villain.
Mm-hmm. It is. Nope, it's just Bitch Neighbors. It's Let's Get High, Bitch Neighbors, The Car Bomb, and then Murder Inc., and then Education.
And now, The Car Bomb.
Act Right, Hitman, Bang Bang, The Message, and Out.
Bang Bang! Bang Bang!
Man, Hitman is like on every track in this album.
Oh, yeah. Hitman's the one from Pittsburgh, isn't he?
I don't know. We're about to look it up,
It's either
though.
Hitman or Mailman. The Mailman.
Hitman, American rapper.
Mailman, record producer.
He's from Los Angeles.
It's Mailman. Melvin Bradford, better known as Mailman, is a record producer from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. He's the president and CEO of Big Cat Records and Radar Live, which Billboard magazine placed at number 13 on their list of top rap labels in 2005.
Now, it says people also searched for Nocturnal.
Yes.
Which is probably the most convoluted spelling of the word nocturnal I've ever seen in my life.
I know this. It was on The Aftermath, that album. That album. How do you spell it?
It's KNOC
Yes.
hyphen TURN apostrophe AL.
Oh, you love it so much.
And honestly, I didn't know that Mailman was Mailman. I thought it was Mailman.
I think when I say it, I can hear me saying it as mailman.
Yeah.
But it's like in Jay-Z's You Don't Know, when he says the line, I am a hustler, baby. I could sell water to a whale. And you don't know if he's saying whale or well.
Oh yeah. Because both are fine, but
Both apply. It's just...
also I love that there's
I think
on
Deezus has said stuff about that before.
on allmusic.com, if you look up Mailman in his autobiography, what comes up is just a picture of it's a picture of Dre.
It sure is.
So that lets you know about his legacy.
It's once you're in the producing fold of Dre, you just become a part of him.
Yeah.
Assimilate.
I love this. I love this. Rappers who have worked with Dre: Nocturnal, 6'2", Ms. Rock, Corrupt, Melman, Exhibit, Nate Dogg,
X to the Z.
MC Ren, Eminem, Snoop Dogg, Eddie Griffin, Senile,
Well, he might be.
Isaac Hayes. You love it.
Here. Oh,
David Axelrod.
wait. Like,
Yeah.
the one who was in the White House?
Yeah.
With the Obama administration?
He's an American composer, arranger, and producer. He's from Burbank.
The Axe Files.
Oh, he did.
Oh. The news on CNN.
It's still him. February 5th, 2017.
R.I.P.
He's a real one.
Where were you when Nate Dogg died?
Oh, man.
That's a question to everybody. I want you to call, text, or write in where you were when Nate Dogg died.
Well, it was the Ides of March.
The Ides of March are upon you. Was it?
It was. 2011.
Oh. I was my freshman year at college.
That was my sophomore year at college. It was probably just another damn day.
For you. For you.
For you.
Hi, I'm Bane.
And I'm pretty big.
I was born in darkness. You merely adopted it.
Oh.
I'm eager to see what that sounds like. And by see, I mean hear.
Well, I can show you what. Oh my god.
I can show you the world. That's a blob. That's a lot of sound.
That's not good.
Says you. For you.
For you.
But no, so that was like a month before Dre and Snoop took the stage at Coachella.
That's fun. Good for them.
I stayed up all night watching that concert, and I had a final at like 8:30 the next morning. Was it my smartest decision? No. But hey, I did pretty well on the history of England. Yeah.
That sounds fascinating. I'm very happy for you.
I had to think what class it was. I failed a lot in that class of the prior exams. Mm-hmm. My entire grade rested on a paper on William Shakespeare and the final.
Oh.
And I somehow managed to go from failing 3 tests, by all means failing the class, to ending with like an 87%.
Oh, well, then you love to see it.
Papers are my strong suit. So if you need someone to write your paper, I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. But if you want pizzazz, you come to me. If you want to get a good grade, send it to Douglas, you know.
I'll have you know, Gavin.
Gavin.
I wrote a cover letter the other day.
Did you?
I did. Well, I wrote several, but one of them in particular, one of the job requirements said, you need to have a sense of humor.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking, at no point will I convey this unless it's in the cover letter. At no point will I get the opportunity to convey my sense of humor unless it's in the cover letter. And so, before my second paragraph, you know, the big body one.
The big body.
Yeah. Before you get into the conclusion, I ended it with, I was like, listed all my like skills and like history and everything that were pertinent to us, like why I'd be a good fit, and just ended with, I've also recently become very handsome. Mm-hmm. Period. Moving on.
How's that working out for you?
Well, I haven't heard anything yet, but it's Monday, so there's a lot of time left.
Well, I mean, hey.
Hasn't been the full week, Kevin.
It's been a full week. Hey, you never know. I used to have in my resume, you might remember, that I'm a beer enthusiast.
I do remember, because I had that brought to my attention by someone who was looking to hire you.
That was fun. Those were
I
weird
was
days.
weeping with laughter at my desk. I believe I kept saying, "What an idiot."
Hey, got me in the door.
It did.
Got me in the door.
It did, Kevin. Kevin.
Hey, I got an offer right then and there.
That you never responded to.
Well, all right. So here's the hang up to that. Okay.
Right.
We did the interview. She was basically like, "Look, honestly, an idiot could do this job, but if you want to like move on and up, like you'd have to be competent. You seem that much like we could always just reach out to a hiring company, but since you know Doug, I'd rather hire somebody who."
Pretty sure she said, "Since you know Dangle."
Yeah, since you know Dirk. Since you and Big Meat are, pretty tight.
So I was known around the office.
We'd rather extend the offer to you first rather than reaching out to somebody we don't know. And, to be honest with you, you seem like a fun person to work having the office.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I really appreciate that. This is really moving very quickly. I'd like to go home and, not like I'm not wanting to take this, but I just, don't want to get caught off guard or anything. And she was like, all right, so here's what we're going to do. Call me by Friday. And if I don't hear from you by Friday, I'll call you on Monday. So I had to work on Friday. I had to close on Friday. Didn't get an opportunity to call her. Mm-hmm. So I was like, all right, well then fine. Fuck it. We'll give her the weekend to think about it. Monday rolls around. Still have not heard from her. So Tuesday, I was like, well, I guess I'll give her a call. And I gave her a call and I left her a message. And I was like, I'll take it if it's on the board still. Never got a call back.
I'm trying to think if it was before or after that the guy who we will only address as Poopy Fingers, because I can't remember his actual name, got hired. He was one of the most disgusting human beings I've ever encountered.
I remember you vaguely telling me this. Or rather, I vaguely remember you telling me this.
I witnessed him on several occasions. I'd be in the bathroom washing my hands. Mm-hmm. He would come out of a bathroom stall.
Make.
Yes, he would make. Well, you would hear him making. As me being a man who can stand and urinate at the same time. Uh-huh. Doing my business at the urinal, as our English cousins would say. Mm-hmm. I can hear him doing his business, and it's not a pretty sound. Mm. Then I'm washing my hands, and he comes out of the stall, bypasses the sinks entirely, and goes right for the door.
Ooh.
And he is out there in the rest of the office.
How do you even approach that? Because if you wash your hands, the second you touch that handle,
right,
it's over.
Right. So what happened was, every guy on that floor, it was probably something we shouldn't have done to begin with, but we all became the people that opened the door with the paper towel we've dried our hands with. And for some of us, it went beyond that. We used paper towels to handle everything because we didn't know what he touched.
Oh, that's probably the good move.
Like the water cooler thing, the pure water cooler. Mm-hmm. You just press the button and water comes out. water cooler.
Familiar. I am
We
familiar.
would all track down paper towels first, press the button, throw the paper towel away, grab another paper towel, wipe off your hands.
It's crazy how one dude, not wiping his ass, burns down an entire rainforest.
Truly. The grossest part was that he was just constantly eating still. We're talking, like a Chi-Chi's level of hepatitis that he's giving himself.
That reminds me,
Chi-Chi's.
not necessarily of Chi-Chi's, but I was reading.
That's what the C in hepatitis C stands for.
Truly. Chi-Chi's. It's very funny.
Hepatitis Chi-Chi's.
I was reading in like a Nat Geo, or maybe it was like a WTF fact or something, but they're comparable.
Right.
But there was this woman in China or Japan or something, but whatever fish she was eating, I don't know something about her diet, but basically what they discovered was that her body was like completely, like I'm talking head to toe, infiltrated in parasitic worms.
Oh.
And the doctors, their prognosis, their diagnosis, their prognosis was basically, we can't do anything because
You nasty.
if we kill them, there will be so much dead matter in her body that she'll go septic,
Oh.
head to toe.
Oh.
And there's no way to like wean them out. So she's just like, it is what it is, and they'll eventually kill her. But that was a couple years ago, so she's probably dead. Yeah.
What if she like leeched herself? Got leeches.
Is that like the cat ate a cat because she ate a mouse? He ate a dog because she ate a cat because she ate a mouse?
What?
That's like the thing. It's like there once was a woman who swallowed a fly, so she swallowed a spider to catch the
right.
fly, then swallowed her
I
a
see what
rat
you're
to
saying.
catch the spider because she swallowed a fly.
No, I'm just talking about slapping leeches all over her body to suck out the bad.
Need some spiritual leeches. Spider and fly. Spider and fly. Do you remember that?
I can like.
Spider and fly. Spider and fly.
It sounds like something we would have listened to in music class in like first grade.
Is this it?
Spider and fly. Spider and fly. Spider and fly.
Wow, that was a kazoo.
It was a kazoo. Why don't we own a kazoo?
I did.
No, that was a recorder.
No, I still own the recorder. I used to own a kazoo.
Kazoo karate.
The great kazoo. Oh god, that would have been. That would have been like, imagine you're the teacher. And you're just like, all right, everyone, let's try playing our kazoos like at once. And it's just like, you're like 1, 2, 3, and then just a chorus of.
Like I don't like how that vibrates on my lips. I don't like that. It's like when you're in a pool and the filter jet, like it hits and it feels good, and then you move away and then your skin like tingles, but it's like a deep tingle that you can't satisfy.
Right. When was the last time you were in a pool?
It's been a while. I'm not much of a pool faring kind
I
of
can't
guy.
picture you swimming.
That's because you wouldn't have to, because I don't.
You just a stand in water kind of guy.
I just stand there and watch.
I'm a strong swimmer.
Are you? I'm not. I'm okay swimming.
I mean, look at these flippers I got here.
Well, those are socks.
Well, you got to look through. You got to see with the third eye.
No, I don't mind. I used to swim in college,
It's good exercise.
not competitively, just with
good
my buddy.
Xerxes.
Because with my roommate, I had a deal with him that in the winter and the very early spring or late fall or however it worked, whenever you couldn't go outside and run, we would swim.
late fall or early spring. I feel like there's a season in between there.
Yeah, well, I already addressed the winter. But whenever we were allowed to run,
Right.
so early first semester, late second semester,
Right.
we would play soccer. And I would kick his ass
Oh. Wow.
for all the times he made me swim laps. And that was it.
Did you like race him?
That was an equilibrium. Oh, well, we would race and then we would just do like one-on-one.
Was it like one of those things where you'd be like, I'm not racing. I'd be like, oh, okay, sure. And then
Yeah.
you'd be like, I beat you. And you'd be like, we weren't racing, but I beat you. And
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's do it again. Mm-hmm. I've been there.
No, but see, here's the thing. Is he's like a really, really good swimmer. Like a really, really fucking good swimmer.
I'm probably a better swimmer.
You think?
Well, I'm a strong swimmer.
That's true, but he's a strong
Who is this?
Glenn.
Oh, I can beat him.
Glenjamin? I don't think so.
All right, I'm challenging him right now.
He's in Paris, but I'll text him.
Hi, Glenn.
Okay, Google. What time is it in Paris, France?
Like what, 5 hours
Time
into
in
us?
Paris, France is 3:52 a.m.
So it's a little early. Wait a minute.
6 hours.
Oh, today's Monday.
Yes.
It said Tuesday, and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
It's a Tuesday.
Do-do-do-do-do-do.
It's a Saturday.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I could beat him.
You think?
I think here's how confident I am in my swimming ability. I fully believe I could swim the English Channel.
Okay. So are you a strong swimmer or are you a fast swimmer?
Strong swimmer.
Okay, so he's a fast swimmer.
Okay, well, he would die in the English Channel.
Would he die?
I would have the stamina to get me across.
Oh,
I would be.
I know your type.
Yeah. Long, slow distance.
Mm-hmm.
LSD, baby.
Slow west.
Slow west, young man. Mm-hmm. I mean, hey, what's the rush? Yeah, I guess you don't want to be stuck out in the middle of the English Channel forever, but if you're moving, you're moving.
Yeah, I guess so.
All right, so we'll set it up. We're going to race 11 laps back and forth across the English Channel.
Yeah, I'd say that makes sense. That's good. It's crazy. Have you ever seen that picture of the water in the English Channel as it meets like the water from France? I mean, the water, the French giving water.
One of them's filthy, isn't it?
Well, it's like a checkerboard.
Oh,
Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, let me pull that.
checkerboard of filth.
Let me pull that up for you.
Look at you.
Oh,
France.
Google Play Music. New episode from We Have Fun. You should go check that out.
You should. Like, comment, subscribe. Please comment and subscribe.
Please.
You don't have to like it, but you will.
Yeah, that's true. No, we're likable.
About handsome blue and dark singing.
Why did I look up English death metal? What the fuck is wrong
Well,
with me? Why is English House Spider popping up? English Channel.
because you looked up Spider and Fly.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Here we're at 126 downloads.
Hey, how about that?
I'll edit that out. We don't need to reveal that peek behind the curtain.
I'm saying it.
About handsome little pump, sing, pump, hey,
You want to swim that?
I don't know that that's the English Channel, Kevin.
It's the White Cliffs of Mohair.
I could swim that. I could swim Niagara Falls. Yeah. Let's see. How far is the English Channel? English Channel width. It is about 560 kilometers, or 350 miles long, and varies in width from 240 kilometers to 150 miles at its widest to 34 kilometers. 21 miles. 21 miles is nothing. I could swim 21 miles right now.
Yeah.
21. So where would that put me?
All right. So here's the thing. I don't know about where that would put you, but I do know that I was incorrect. It's not in the English Channel. It's a little bit more south, but it is off France, so I had that going for me.
Is it the Bay of Biscay?
It is no. It is the Ile de Ré.
It sure is.
Ile de Ré. But
Hi, I'm the Ile de Wrath. I have checkerboard water.
Oh, I have seen that before. Mm-hmm. Isn't that weird?
isn't that weird?
Isn't that off the coast of Portugal?
No, it's off the coast of the Ile de Ré. So,
Well, there is a. I think it's in part of Portugal, the coast of Portugal, if you will. There's like a small fishing village that has routinely the biggest waves around.
you don't
Because
say.
it's like, I guess it's like where the Atlantic meets the Mediterranean or something like that.
Okay.
And it's just like the two waters colliding and it just creates huge waves. It's
Wavy.
wavy. But it's like a big destination for extreme surfers. So I think if we start at Calais and head for Dover, or if we really want to challenge ourselves, actually it wouldn't be much of a challenge. The one would be and one wouldn't be. Here's the two new routes that I've thought of. The would be a challenge. Start in Antwerp and go to London,
Okay.
swimming up the Thames.
Up the Thames.
The other one that's not much of a challenge would be from Dunkirk to Dover.
We're going back to Dunkirk.
You can't go back.
I like how you're planning this whole thing out.
I think it's gonna happen. Let's see, how many people have swum the English Channel?
Swim.
How
Swimming.
how many how many people have swum
Okay,
the English
Google.
Channel?
How many people have swum the English Channel?
1,831.
According to Dover.uk.com, there have been a total of 3,955 channel swims, with 1,832 swimmers completing 2,373 solo swims. Approximately 7,694 swimmers have taken part in 1,024 relay swims and 558 special category swims. 63.1% of swimmers have been male.
Eat that, matriarchy.
Does the relay just like leave you in the middle of the channel? You just like tag the next person?
Yeah, how would that work exactly? I wonder if there's like a boat.
I think it's probably based on laps. You do a lap, tag someone on the shores.
Oh, yeah.
They swim all the way across. You never see them again because they probably died.
That's probably true. Somebody changed the channel. Don't laugh at that. What's wrong with you?
Well, it wasn't so much that I was laughing at as what if the British and American soldiers of 1944 had just been absolute beasts and swam the channel rather than landing in boats that had taken everyone by surprise.
I'm saying it. They probably would have.
Yeah. So they clearly weren't as strong swimmers as I am.
It would have been finished, Kirk.
I will challenge any living veteran of World War II to a race across the English Channel. We're going to do this. Maybe not the veteran, but I will swim against someone across the English Channel. We're going to do it for the YouTube channel.
We're going to do it for the YouTube channel.
You should probably follow nearby, but not too near, in a boat, just in case.
But you should 100% follow us. Like and subscribe.
Oh, all of our followers should have separate boats out there,
Yeah.
just in case.
Just in case. Yeah.
We're gonna need a wide search radius. I'm not talking about like that Malaysian flight or anything, but I'm not talking about it.
Yeah, truly. Truly. I want to talk about two things. I'm going to switch gears real quick because I have absolutely no way to segue.
Right.
And I wasn't sure if I wanted to put this on the pod
Okay.
So I'm going to say it, and we'll decide if we want to edit it out later or not. But my first question for you.
Okay.
Well, really my only question for you. Yeah, fuck it. Well, we'll say 2 questions and a clause. First question for you.
Right.
Do you think that Magic Johnson does everything around his house himself, or do you think that he has AIDS?
Oh no. Oh no, Kevin. Why? Did you do that? Oh, I hate that I love it.
And then my second question, no, my clause is Santa. My second question is,
Well, the ruby grapefruit about to come spewing forth.
no, for real though. My clause is this, okay? So I saw on Instagram that Ariana Grande fans, well, Ariana Grande herself, issued a challenge. There was a
Anyone wants to swim across the English Channel.
There was a particular night that she sang a particular song, like a part of her song, where she went like up instead of coming down with her voice. I don't remember what she was singing. I don't even remember what song it was,
Right.
but it was like she went up instead of coming down,
Right.
and she was like, that was just like an audible that I called, like, but I really liked how that sounded. But she had all the audio files from like all these nights, and she had them all lined up next to one another, and there was like literally 30 lines. It was like an Audacity thing, but it was probably like GarageBand.
Right.
And they all did the same alternation. And she was like, I know that I did this, but I cannot for the life of me remember in what city, on what night, at what point in the show I played this song. But I know that I did this. I'm begging you. It's going out of my mind. Somebody has to know. In 4 seconds after posting this, in 4 seconds, somebody came back and said it was England night 4.
Wow. That's kind of disturbing.
It's a little golden caffey.
Yeah.
But I can't wait. I think the babies would do that for us.
Oh, yeah. In which episode did Doug issue a challenge to swim across the English Channel? All right, that is weird. The more I think about it,
Like, that's crazy.
that that goes beyond an encyclopedic knowledge of it.
But the thing is, like, the most wild thing, like, it's crazy enough that somebody knew that. The more wild thing is, they were just the person who said it first.
Yeah, because what I keep thinking is, it's one thing to know that she did it that night. Mm-hmm. It's another thing to know that she didn't do it.
Right,
any other
exactly.
night.
And I'm like, I know that it's like not creepy. I don't know. It's a little too much. It's a little too much, but it is still impressive.
Right.
Like, that's a lot of guap to drop just to know that fact. Like,
honestly.
on the odd, and that's why you have to be prepared for anything, babies. Anything could come up at any moment in time that would require your advanced expertise.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know.
Yeah. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Anyway, my question for you, young Doug.
Oh,
I still have one.
it's like the third one.
No. As I stated, question, which was never answered. We'll let it go. Clause.
Was that one really a question, though?
This question. What's a song that you wish you could hear again for the first time?
For the first time. There's a few that pop to mind immediately. Mm-hmm. I don't know that they're the strongest answers I could provide. Still Dre
Sure.
would be... Because I still remember the first time I heard it, and I was like, ooh! Mm-hmm. I got that face
You got that stank face.
that no one could see.
Yeah.
So. That's up there. What else? What else? What else? Oh. 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 Sorry. My hand
You were-
gestures made me laugh.
You are grabbing air, my friend.
Big Pimpin'.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Yeah.
So both just a couple of Jay-Z songs.
Well, technically, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, when the beat first kicks in on Still Dre.
That's my favorite Snoop Dogg video of all time.
I watch it so often to this day.
Oh my god.
God, come on.
Swing. Done.
Ling, 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 ling. His face when he does that.
I'm gonna see if I can't find it.
Oh, man. The second part isn't as great as the first part, but the whole thing is just iconic.
Snoop Dogg.
We were referencing videos that were released, like, I guess almost 10 years ago now,
Yeah.
of Snoop Dogg and like the who's who of like old school West Coast hip hop producers being in the studio trying to come up with 4 beats for Dr. Dre's Detox album that's still coming.
Allegedly.
And it is probably my most viewed video of all time on YouTube.
Isn't it from like the Dog Diaries or something?
Yeah, the documentary,
Documentary, yeah.
that era, which I think was like a 2010 album, so.
Ling, 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 ling.
Ling, 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 ling. You what? We got West Coast. West Coast.
Is it this one? Alright, I'm gonna be over here trying to find it.
So the context of me watching this video so many times is I was a detox truther.
Oh, really?
I think I still am to a certain degree. But it was are you familiar with Anthony Fantano?
A little bit.
So he kind of summed it up nicely in the first few seconds of his review of Dre's Compton album. And it's basically just people like just always commenting or things like, waiting on that Detox album. It's coming. It's still coming. Here we go. Detox album. 6 years later. Hey, it's coming soon. I can feel it. Like I Googled like multiple times a week if there's any update on it. This is what got me through my senior year of high school.
Oh, yeah.
Ling, 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 ling. It might be near the end of the first video when he like reprimands everybody. I'm representing for the gangsters all across the world.
Douglas. We found it.
Did we?
We found it.
Shall we illuminate?
So he's like pacing and yelling at people for some reason?
Because they're not giving him music that's hard.
So I don't know if I was kind of busy looking at this. I don't know if you gave the context for this. So he has all of these world-class MCs in 2 rooms in his studio.
Right.
One of them is trying to make a beat. The other one is also trying to make a beat. Now they're making a beat for the same song, so it's like a competition. And he doesn't like either one of them that they have going on. So he's trying to like rally the troops and like
It's
tell
great.
and tell them how they got to the Still Dre beat.
Before the drugs even came on. Come on, cuz.
The car go crazy as soon as they hit them 2 that now. Not even drums and bass line.
I'm looking for that, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, when I'm on stage, when that motherfucker, I don't even do that song. But if I want to warm the crowd up to see what everybody feel like, LT, go, drop that real quick. spit my shit on and talk like when it first come on.
Oh, shit.
Thank you.
What you want?
Hello.
West Coast.
What? This nigga had to.
I just.
So was you alive?
It was that shit,
we already
man.
did what? That's what.
I was a part of that shit, man.
Yes.
I was one of them niggas in there trying to write the rap. Get out of here, that shit whack. DOC, get out of here, that shit ain't right.
Wow.
Nigga Jay-Z come through. Shit.
I don't want to keep it running too long, but
No, I might have to trim some of that down. But
Jesus, that's probably one of my favorite. Because his face the whole time is like a cat who's like stuck on something. Like you've got the cat's tail and it's just like lang 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 lang.
he is like straining every muscle in his face.
He looks like Uzma from The Emperor's New Groove.
I forgot the.
You want what? We got.
Oh man, honestly, some of the beats they come up with that in the video, I really enjoy and wish we'd get to hear full
Yeah.
versions of.
Yeah, but you won't.
You won't hear that. Oh, someday Dre's gonna release an album that's gonna be like, all that stuff I never put out, and I'm gonna be like, this is what I've been waiting for.
And that's when we can die.
That honestly, that's when I will relinquish my spirit. You know this is gonna have a featuring Snoop Dogg on it.
Oh, of course it will. It has to.
Right.
It has to. We have gone this entire hour and haven't talked about anything. Anything.
Really like the A. Anything.
Anything.
I know we talked about stuff. Did I convince you?
I'm convinced.
You know, this one was all about entertaining the masses.
Did we do that?
I don't know if that's for us to decide.
You said the fans like chaos. You're more.
They do like chaos.
You're more in touch than I am.
Hi, we're the fans, and we like chaos.
Sorry, guys. I thought he was done. I thought it was done. We're,
Hi,
he's just gonna keep starting.
I'm Snoop Dogg.
Oh my god.
Lang, lang, lang.
Oh my god. We only had to make it another 2 minutes. We're shooting for a short hour.
You want?
We got. That's really all that I wanted to. Oh, we never really talked about your songs. Let's say pick one.
Out of the two?
Yeah.
I don't know which one. Hello. Open my camera.
I would think that it would be still Drake. That was really like a meeting of minds.
Yeah.
West Coast, East Coast, your two favorite.
My two great loves, Jay-Z and Dr. Dre.
Dr. J, as we call them.
You know me, I love 50-year-old and older rappers.
It's true. That's his demo.
Yeah, that was the first one that came to mind, so I'll stick with that one.
Yeah. I mean, that's a good choice. That's a good choice.
What are yours? Who's yours?
Well,
is yours?
the one I have accompanied with a note is maybe a little off the wall, but it is
Michael Jackson, Off the Wall.
no, it is Disturbed's cover of "The Sound of Silence."
Interesting.
Have you heard this song?
Many times. It was on the top 40 when I was working at the golf course, and we played the top 40
Oh, interesting.
with Ryan Seacrest every day.
Yeah.
Shout out Ryan Seacrest.
I don't hear it often, but whenever I do, I am admittedly moved by it. I like it a lot better than the original one.
Really? What you were talking poo on Simon and Garfunkel?
Well, no. I love a Simon and Garfunkel. I like Paul Simon more than I like Art Garfunkel.
Well, so does everybody.
Yeah, I know. I'm just putting it out there.
People know Paul Simon. They just know Garfunkel. They don't
Yeah.
know his first name.
Yeah, that's true.
He does look like an art, though.
Yeah. There's a funny line in This Is 40 when Paul Rudd is trying to explain his relationship to Leslie Mann, his wife,
Truly.
in the film. And he's saying, like, I just feel like I'm the Art Garfunkel to your Paul Simon. And she was like, or she goes, rather, what are you talking about? And he's like, I just feel like Art Garfunkel's the likable one, and Paul Simon writes the songs. And he goes, everybody loves Paul Simon, or something like that.
I mean, it's true.
That's the thesis of the joke.
The only thing Art Garfunkel has done since they stopped is an episode of Arthur.
Huh.
When Buster Baxter comes back from being away all summer with his dad.
And his dad is
And
played
he
by.
is, no, he's the singing narrator of it. He's not his dad.
Oh, that's weird. All right.
The song he keeps singing is Buster Baxter went away, then he came back. Buster Baxter went away, then he came back.
Well, I mean,
He's a sad, sad bunny. A sad, 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 sad bunny.
that's amazing. He's really,
So you know who was writing the song.
yeah, that's fair. But I don't know. I heard it the other day. It was like a video on YouTube or something. It wasn't that,
Can you imagine?
right? Imagine that. It wasn't like a music video or anything. It was like a reaction video or something. And I remembered thinking that I was like, I liked it okay. Oh boy. Completely blindsided.
Wow.
Like, especially whenever like he gets to like "And the Neon God" they made,
yeah.
and he's like, there's so much like in his voice, and I'm like,
Fry.
I believe you're right, but I think it was described more as like a gravel.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
I almost slipped into the.
Hello, me. Meet the real me.
I'm darkness.
In my misfits way of life.
Yeah, but I really enjoyed that song.
Yeah.
I really, really, really.
Did you
enjoyed
enjoy it in like a, oh, you forgot how good it was way, or was it kind of like you were hearing it for the first time?
It kind of was like I was hearing it again for the first time. And it's just crazy to me that, so I'm looking at like different reaction videos now.
Mm-hmm.
And because the first person, like the first couples, like they said they didn't know, they kept calling David Draymond, the lead singer, they kept calling him Disturbed.
Well, he might be.
Well, I mean,
I don't know. That's for us to decide.
but it was strange to me to see so many people not recognize them because they've been around for a long time and they've had more than a handful of hits.
Were they a '90s startup?
They were like early aughts.
Early noughties.
They were one of the first like new metal bands.
noughties.
But they've got, Down with the Sickness, of course.
Down with the sickness.
But they've got a lot of covers that have done really well too. They did Age of Confusion. Something of Confusion.
Age of Aquarius.
What's the Genesis song?
Oh, I don't know Genesis. I don't.
Can't you see this? Land of Confusion. It's the Land of Confusion.
Wow, you found that very quickly.
Well, I didn't look it up. I looked at it and I was just trying to sing the song in my
Like, this
head.
man can type in Genesis Confusion
Yeah, Land of Confusion,
faster than I can.
which is a jam. Like the original's pretty good. The original video is terrifying. It's all like puppets.
Genesis video?
Yeah.
Wow, that's not. Well, puppets. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's puppets. It's very scary.
Hello, puppet.
Hello. That was me answering you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hate it when you just let it hang out.
Yeah. I get that a lot.
Reason why.
Yeah. We're just gonna keep following each other, aren't we?
Oh, we're so precious.
Get me out of here. Oh,
There was a final note I was gonna make.
Douglas. Dangle.
Mick Swangle.
Let me hit you with a quote.
Is this that thing about genius again?
It's sure not. Well, I can hit you with 2. Pick a number between 1 and 10.
8.
I thought it was going to take you a little bit longer to pick. I hadn't made my decision yet.
Oh, wow.
But we're going to do this one. By Vincent van Gogh. Gogh.
Hi, I'm Vincent van Gogh, and this is my quote.
Be clearly aware of the stars and infinity on high. Then life seems almost enchanted after all.
I like that. What I gather from that is basically try to put everything in perspective and appreciate it more.
Yeah, I would say that it's top heavy. Mm-hmm. It's the first clause before the comma.
Right.
Be clearly aware of the stars and infinity on high. A particular thing is that stars in this context is capitalized.
Interesting.
So, yeah, I would say that you're probably on the mark.
It reminds me of this sign hanging in my dentist's office.
Which is?
Live well, laugh often, love much. Which I've seen in certain sects be shortened to
Whoa, buddy.
live, laugh, love.
Yeah. There was I don't know if it was a Vine or a TikTok. I think it was a Vine.
Tick-tock, wake it up.
But this guy was walking around his girlfriend's apartment, and he was reading off the live, laugh, love signs. And I have to imagine her name started with an A, because in her living room, it was just like the one wall was covered in like different fonts and scrolls of just the letter A. So he's like, live, laugh, love. Hang in there. Wine date.
I think you showed me that one before.
I think it made its way onto Perfectly Cut Screams, which is my absolute favorite subreddit.
It really is yours.
And especially the lazy deer. Oh, I can't wait to show all of the babies the lazy deer. Just I love that one. That's such a good one.
Oh, man.
Anyways, we're trying to wrap this one up soon because guess what? Both of us are asleep. I know it's going to be hard to believe.
Sleepy.
Based off of the very engaging. If we can use this episode at all, I'll be in.
We can definitely use it.
You think?
I'm very pleased with it.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't remember a single thing we talked about.
I challenged your buddy,
Oh, that's right.
and then you played Snoop Dogg.
That's a ling, 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 ling.
I also, in the span of this episode, became very aware of how I'm going to die, and that is swimming the English Channel.
Yeah, you're gonna die out there.
But you know what? I'm a man of my guns, my principles.
And I will.
It's like the saying goes, the principle is not your gun.
What? We really need to start videotaping this because the real content is in the numerous head wags I give you based off the weird shit you just spout out when I'm not paying attention.
Hey, you know what it is when we do what we do. But yeah, the challenge stands. I'll beat him.
Sure. Well, once he's done being a missionary in Africa, he can come back and challenge you.
Listen, I don't care how he does it. Or where he does it. As long as it's in the privacy of his own home. But here's my biathlon.
Biathlon?
No, here's my triathlon. Actually.
You triathlon.
I've added a leg.
You've added an athlon.
Yes. So, swim the English Channel.
Right.
When you get to France, you get in a car and drive to Spain.
Okay.
And then you partake in the running with the bulls.
You drive straight to Pamplona. Why drive in a car? Why not bike it?
What are we, insane? You just swam the English Channel. Why are you on a bike?
Here's the thing about Pamplona.
I'm not trying to die by the bull's horns.
Well, I mean, you gotta grab
Or underfoot.
them. Underfoot. Salient. point. I was watching. Apparently, they do this thing in Denmark called the running of the Krampuses.
Oh, that sounds horrifying.
And they have a leather cat of nine tails, and they run you down the street and flail you.
Here's what I do in that situation. I have a baseball bat, and I
Uh-huh.
charge them head on,
Okay.
and I just beat them to death.
Okay.
Because if there's one thing that could beat Krampus, it's a Louisville Slugger, wielded by yours truly.
It's been said. It's been said. Let me, you may have to cut this, but I'm gonna show Douglas a video of the Krampus run. So edited for time.
I will edit it for time. Oh, Jesus. This is... I don't know that this is like an event so much as it is just a gang unleashing terror on a small town.
So from the comments, I was able to.
Oh, this guy fell, and now I think he kicked him.
Yeah, the one dude Shred kicks him.
Oh,
So what I was able to gather was that you have to be like a certified Krampus. Mm-hmm. You have to have like a certification. You have to be in like an improv troupe or something that does like it's a whole thing. It's kind of like being a haunted house actor,
Oh, it makes me mad. I want to beat them all.
right?
I'm not a violent man, but I want to destroy these people.
Yeah, they seem like real assholes.
Yeah, I think you have to. I like that they just kind of give up and walk away at the end.
Yeah, but there it did seem. Somebody said that like in smaller like cities and smaller towns when they do this, like they have a tendency to like kick in doors and stuff like that.
Oh, Jesus.
And I think that's the point where I draw the line.
Yeah. Here's what happens. Here's, in my fantasy, this is how I roll into this
Contend with the
situation.
Krampus.
So they're all running amok, causing terror.
Right. Terrorizing.
Yes, I ride into town like Simon Pegg at the end of Hot Fuzz with many guns strapped to me.
Sure.
And shoot to injure.
Shoot to injure. You just wing them.
I want him to suffer.
Uh-huh.
I want him to bleed.
Like your gums.
Exactly. And that is a callback that I think we can end on.
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it that way. We're looking at 70 minutes. That's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Once you get done to editing, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I don't know. You just bared your midriff.
It's sacred ground. Few people get to look at that, so.
And then others of us are cursed to look at it forever.
True enough. Well, the most
I'm
important.
Kevin's midriff, and you must be home.
So did you have fun?
Yeah.
Oh my, what was that?
It was more exertion than anything.
Yeah, it's good you had fun.
I did have fun. Long story short.
Long story.
I feel bad for anyone who missed that story.
Yeah. Pity you, babies.
I had a lot of fun. Did you have fun?
I won't say my fun is waning.
You're
but
always crawling up my caboose because I don't ask you if you had fun, so I decided I'd ask you.
Well,
Get out my caboose.
it was okay. I don't quite understand what the people want, I think. Because when I think we have a bad episode and we put it up and I'm like dreading it all day, and then you come back with they love it, and I don't know what's happening anymore.
I think that's the entire realm of content creation.
Yeah, you could be right. So I don't know which one of us is more plugged in, but
Hey,
you know,
turn on, tune in, drop out.
I'm saying it. Anywho, babies, week old or otherwise, thanks for listening this far.
Yeah.
Couple of things. Still waiting for you bastards to write in us a question.
Yeah, at us. At Kevin Cross on Twitter.
Nope.
At Off the Crossbar 420.
No.
4.
Yep. No.
424.
Just regular 4.
At Off the Crossbar on Twitter to at Kevin and at
Damn, McGlynn.
no, it's just Doug McGlynn.
No. Interesting.
Yeah. Oh, I tried to streamline it for my fans, for all the Doug heads out there.
And how's that working out for you?
A lot of bots.
Mm-hmm.
I recently had a tweet because there was, for like the second time in a month, the name Doug was trending in Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And I tweeted my screenshot of that, and I had a captioned image from, ironically, the video for Still Dre, where it's Dre saying, "Guess who's back?"
That's funny.
And another Doug liked it.
Oh, that's fun.
So, the union of the two Dougs.
Down with the union.
Down with the cotton gin. That's from the Weekenders.
Is it?
Yeah.
Interesting. Anywho, yeah, no, I had an okay time. As long as the babies are happy, I'm happy.
Yeah. As long as you feed the babies.
As long as it feeds the babies. But yeah, looking for your interaction at some point. That'd be great. Looking for sponsors. Looking for parties to pay us to go to.
Yeah.
And then, that's pretty much it.
It is pretty much.
Pretty much it. So we'll see whenever this comes out, and then we'll see on the accompanying drop day.
Right.
For we have fun. You know I've been Kevin.
You have been Kevin. Mm-hmm. I did know that.
This whole time. I didn't know if you knew that or not, but this whole time
when
I've
you
been
first
Kevin.
walked in, I was like, "Is that him?"
Yeah, no, this whole time, man.
The whole time?
Sis, we've been stay Kevin.
Oh, wow.
This whole time I've been Kevin.
Wow, I did not know that.
I've been Laura.
Oh, God.
No, I'm always Doug. You know that. They know it.
But, like, are you always Doug, or are you just, like, most of the time Doug?
Sometimes I'm Douglas. Mm-hmm. But I'm usually Doug.
Yeah.
Every now and then I'm Dangle.
But right now?
I'm currently Doug, but I could easily be Dirk.
Oh, no. All right, babies. I'm going to turn this off before he starts doing voices again. We'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.